was supposed to walk through the door, not just run into the door. Okay, let's try that again. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Aeternis. We are here in the lovely city of West Shore, where it is a beautiful, beautiful day. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of redstone farm building action. There are a few things I need, specifically froglights. And so I have found a farm that I'm going to put together. Before we do that, though, I'm going to head over to kind of like a point of interest that you might find scattered throughout Aeternis, and give you a bit of a rundown on some more lore because while I gave a bit of a backstory in last episode, I don't think it was the best explanation, and I assume there are going to be some questions. So at the end of last episode, I realized I didn't do a great job explaining fragments. I gave you some background lore of where these fragments came from, but I did not really explain what a fragment actually is and what it does. So I wanted to do that today. So here we have a mock-up of what a fragment altar might look like. So there's going to be a few different ways you find fragments in the world. Some of them will be in chests, like in the dungeon for the fragment of light that we were looking at last episode. For some cases, you will find a fragment out in the world, and you will want to destroy that fragment. This is just a replica of one of the fragments, and so breaking it, we're just getting a piece of red stained glass. But if you do ever find one like this, I recommend you actually break the block. Don't use silk touch, and by doing that, you should receive a copy of the fragment or the actual fragment itself. It will be dispensed to you via some redstone magic that I'm going to do. The third way is you're actually going to craft some of these fragments. And so every fragment was forged using a different recipe. So, for example, this red fragment here, which I'll get into in just a second of what this fragment is, this was forged via heaven steel, glass, and netherrack. And so if you were looking to forge the red fragment or you find the quest to forge it, you would want to collect those blocks, bring them to a specific altar place, and it'll put together that fragment for you. So let's actually talk fragments. Right here, we have a heaven steel ore deposit. What this big purple crystal is in the ground. And so this is a spot where some of the ancients would have come to mine up heaven steel. And this is, kind of been unearthed over time by the people. Surrounding it, we have altars to each of the fragments. And this one is really just here to help you understand what each fragment is, what it represents, and what it does. And we will walk through them now. And let me just say they are in 4 rough categories. And then there are 2 more mysterious fragments that people knew less about. So to start off, we're going to look at the fragments of emotion. So those are Fury, the red one, Ember, the orange one, Radiance, the yellow one, and Bloom, the green one. And when I say emotion, to me, these kind of represent anger, creativity, joy, and contentment, or satisfaction. All of these are going to be rough interpretations. They also might change over time. If you have better suggestions for what each of them should represent, please leave it in the comments below. Next, we have the 4 fragments of physical realms. So we have green, dark green, which is the grove, cyan, which is the tide, light blue is the sky, and regular blue is the depths. So these are all physical places and realms within the land. Over here, we have more abstract ones. So we have power, which is purple, dreams, which is magenta, pink is heart, and then brown is the body. And so these are, think like mind, body, soul in that realm. And finally, we have the ones around morality. So this is white for light. We've seen that one. Light gray is reflection, self-reflection. Normal gray is memory. a remembrance, and then black is the veil. So this spot right here is a representation of how the ancient people viewed the fragments, and you can come find it for yourself. And so, how does Heaven Steel actually work? Well, Heaven Steel conducts energy from the Earth's uh, tectonic movements. And so, when Heaven Steel is kind of placed in an altar around a fragment, so this fragment here is a replica, but when it's placed around a fragment, this absorbs those tectonic movements and powers the fragment. So, one thing I do not have a lot of in my world is slime. And what we're going to need slime for today is froglights. So I want to test out an oozing potion. I've never really used these. It's one of those newer ones. I use the infested one for my XP farm with some armadillos, but I've never really done oozing. So let's get some potions going and test these on some cows, maybe. What do I need? Another wort? Great. That's not it. Up here. I assume it's just with a slime ball, but I could be wrong. All right. That's not working. Maybe it's a slime block. Okay. We're getting somewhere. All right. Potion of oozing. And then I guess I do need it in splash form. So if I fly in here, I toss this, and I kill a cow or two. All right. Wait, some of these guys are not oozing. You seem to be oozing. And you? You? Okay. Ow. Let's see how many slime blocks we can get. Slime balls. Can you put oozing on a slime? Is that a thing? It does not seem to be a thing. Which makes sense, because then you could create infinite slime. Okay. Got like a stack of slime balls. I don't know how many I need. I trying to make a froglight farm, and so I know I need to breed up a bunch of frogs. But do not know how many, to be exact. Alrighty, so up here near my industrial area that I showed you in episode 1, I've set up a portal to the nether roof. So we're going to be setting up the frog farm up here. I'm actually going to turn off our shaders just because they can make me lag a little bit in the nether. Yeah, this side is Soul Sand Valley, but all this direction is Basalt Delta. So I got plenty of room to build up our frog farm. And I've gathered most of the materials. I really just need to build the farm and then get some frogs in there, and we should be good to go. So with all my farms, I like to make sure they're like fully contained within one chunk. So just gonna claim this chunk as our frog farm, froglight farm. So I'm gonna start out with some collections. I'm just gonna put all of these chests down. I'm not gonna be doing anything fancy in terms of item filters, anything like that. Honestly, do not really need it. So now we're gonna put one hopper on top of each chest. And then let me get some blocks here. Make this basically a 9x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And go this way. Now we fill this in. Alrighty. So now we're going to take our powered rails and our regular rails and essentially do 1, 2, 3 regular ones, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're just gonna repeat that for the entire thing. Voila. All the rails are in. And then I'm gonna go under here and set up some levers to activate these rails. This one's gonna bother me. And then also on this side. Boom. All activated. Now we're going to take some of our tough and an edge on this thing. So our minecarts not go flying off. And we're going to get the minecarts in. And then we are going to make a platform. Alrighty, that's done. Now we are going to get some of our glass here. Grab some dirt as well. And we're just going to set up a border. So this platform should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9. All right, so now we are going to need some temporary blocks just for us to build off of. So I'm just going to quickly fill this up with dirt. So next off, I'm going to mark out the middle here. And then just putting chains on all of these temporary blocks. They got to be vertical, though, because this is going to help us filter out the little slimes from the big boys. So now, I'm just going to take out all this dirt. And then I'm going to build this up one more layer. So now I think I need to actually get the frogs into the farm, which is probably the hardest part. I'm going to grab the slime balls and buckets and the lead. And we're going to go on a quick little journey. Alrighty, we are here in the swamp and we got frogs. So I'm going to start breeding these guys up. I feel like I've seen at least 4. Hopefully I can find more though, because it's going to take a bit to get all the ones I need. I need 12 frogs, I want to say. Come on, guy. There we go. So now... So that's not how that works. All right. Ah, okay, you did it. All right, let me look up how these tadpole eggs work, because I do not understand it. All right, I've done my research. Apparently, you don't even touch it. If you touch the eggs, they break, and well, then you lose the frog and the tadpoles. All right, you two, be friends. Yeah. Okay. And now you are going to come down here. Okay, great. So we got eggs there. Okay. I have a bunch of tadpoles down there. Oh my god, tree frog. Now I think I wait. Holy, we got tadpoles. I was just sitting here and they spawned. Oh, you get like 4 from each? All right, well, this will be easy. I think we had 2 groups down here. Am I wrong? Is that a different pond? Or did they swim away? Oh, well, I see some tadpoles. I guess I'll just take you. Into you. You. I might just do a little F3B for these guys because kind of hard to spot. Tadpoles or fish? Your tadpoles. Hell yeah. I think these are tadpoles. Nope, these are fish. Yeah, that's definitely like a cod. Oh. Oh, just two. You know what? That's fine. We will survive. Okay. So tadpoles are secure. We can make the long trek back, and then it's time to grow these guys up. So I currently have two little frog pens set up. One is here in a cold ocean biome, which should get me the temperate type of frog. And then if I swim right over here, this is I think it's like a frozen ocean or a deep frozen ocean biome, which should get me, let's see. Yeah, it should get me the green type since it's a cold biome. So I'm growing up a couple sets of frogs here. And then I'm going to boat them over to our portal. The last set is going to be a bit more tricky. I basically need to set up a pen just like this, but then set a timer. So let me grab some more blocks. Because it takes about 20 minutes for frogs to grow up. And I'm just going to hope that these guys have not grown any yet. And then I'm going to take these into the nether and just feed them a bunch of slime balls. And that should hopefully make them grow up. All right, now we just hang out and wait for my timer to go off. All right, we should be getting some frogs any minute now. Put these boats on top. Hopefully that just puts them in the boats, and then I can lead them from there. Oh, oh no. Shoot. Okay. Well, we got some frogs. Okay. Let me try to get these guys in a boat. 1. 2. Okay. Those guys are in a boat. I don't know why that guy's taking a while to grow up, but okay. Boom. Ah, more alarms. All right. So these guys turned out okay. I do have 4 tadpoles. Let's see. How about over here? We got green guys. Perfect. Amazing. Now, let's do a quick sleep. Okay. Come along, froggies. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get these tadpoles that I'm converting in the nether. Get them set up, and then I'm going to craft more leads, because that was a long swim. So, let's get into our little machine here. I'm going to do this one at a time. I essentially, hitbox is shown. Need to feed a bunch of slime balls to the tadpole before it dies. Please become a frog. Please. Oh, God. Please don't die. Okay. Whew. That was a lot of slime balls. All right. But we got one in. All right. I'm going to hope that's enough. Please? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. So we got to do like at least half a stack of slime balls. Oh, okay. That's our perfect number. We got 2 of these guys in. All right. I don't know if I did my oozing potion wrong last time, but I've gotten way more slime balls. Maybe I just didn't kill as many cows. So I should be able to. This is our guy that grew up a bit. I should be able to just stick him in a hole. That's not how I do it. Stick him in a hole. And just feed him a bunch of these. All right. And then that guy, this guy, I think I can just give him like 2 stacks and he will be a happy boy. Try to have those ready. Oh no, he became a frog. No. Oh. All right. So since one of the tadpoles got messed up, I'm just going to get some new tadpoles going out here. Seems like the easiest way to do it. Perfect. Now get back in the boat, please. That's 1. That's 2. Alrighty. And then I brought leads so that I can just take you all with me at once. All right. Let's get to swimming. Everyone good back there? I know they added the happy ghast for this very reason, but I do not have one of those, so I will be moving these guys the fun way, which is called leads and a tower of dirt. And they're through. Boom. All right. That is one set of frogs done. All right, and let's get this guy in. Yay. All right. Now we just need one more white frog, and I think we're all good. Alrighty, we got tadpoles. So I believe I can just take one of these guys. You. Nope. You. Nope. You. You. And I'm just going to put you in a separate little pen here. And let's stuff you full of slime balls. Alrighty. And now should be able to just go to the nether and drop you in. we will go over here, drop you down, and feed you until you're a big boy. Like that. Alrighty. We got 4 of each. Time to keep on building. Alrighty. So I am going to set up some spawning platforms. So we're just going to extend these out 8 blocks. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're just going to do this on every side. And now we are going to build some glass walls. And we're going to make these 3 tall so that the big magma cubes can spawn in here. Then we'll put a roof on it so that no ghasts can spawn. Okay, so now we're going to want to make a couple iron golems in the middle. I'm going to go out here. And then I'm just going to block here. Make a nice square. And then on each of the sides, we'll build this up. Then let's get our iron. Make 1 iron golem. Go in there. And then we're going to do one more time. And I'm just going to lock these guys in. Glass block. We can actually remove the iron bars now. There's a block above them. They won't be able to walk out. Now we are just going to basically spawn proof it from ghasts and we will be done. So I'm just going to go here, middle, and basically build stripes. Alrighty. And then we go over 2 blocks and do it all over again. This is just because ghast hitboxes are, I think they're 3x3, is my understanding. And so just makes it so they can't spawn. All right. That is essentially the whole farm. Last step, I'm just gonna grab our shulker boxes, grab our scaffolding, and we're just gonna make a little spawn platform, or like an AFK platform. Go to the middle of the platform, and we just build up 2 stacks of scaffolding, and we'll sit up there. All right, and then once you're at the top, you can actually go down till you have 16, and then I'm just gonna set up a little platform up here for easy AFKing. Now, if we go into free cam, it's kind of hard to see. The farm is working. So yeah, magma cubes are drawn to the golems. The golems smack them, and yeah, I'm seeing one flaw with the farm, and that's that the golems are getting hurt every now and then. I'm pretty sure you can put powdered snow inside. So I might do that just to, 1, slow them down and also damage the magma cubes. Because I think I'm going to have to replace the golems pretty quick. But all the little ones fall down. Or a good number of them. And then the frogs chomp them up. Do you think I'm going to need to fix this problem with the golems? Are they dead? Yeah, it looks like the golems are dead. So yeah, let me go get stuff to make new golems. And let's come up with a solution. Alrighty. I think I have a solution. Um, Basically just gonna add some chains around the golem. It should block the magma cubes from getting to them. Great. Looks like everyone despawned. Let's get ourselves up there. All I have to do is this. Fortunately, I do think I have to destroy my scaffolding. But, oh, what? How do you spawn? But I put that glass platform up there, so this should be fine. And then need to spawn the golems in again. I'm going to go for 4 this time. I'm that confident in this changed design. Go in the middle. Nice. Let's get this guy some friends. Okay. So now, just grab this scaffolding. Spooky nether noises. Should be able to go find my glass platform. And if we go into free cam, I don't believe they can get hurt. They can still hit back. Incredible. Yep. I think that solves it. So that is a froglight farm completed. Actually a bit easier than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to take me all day. I really didn't want to move the frogs, but they weren't that bad. So yeah, I think I'm gonna AFK here a bit, and then we will reconvene once I've got a bunch of froglights. Yeah, we got froglights for days. Like, I got this box full, and I just emptied out those 4 chests, but we still have this one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and that one. So yeah, like, we are set. Let's go. And that's where I'm going to wrap up today's episode. We made a ton of progress. That Froglight farm is going to be super useful, and I'm glad I gave a more detailed explanation about fragments in this episode. Beyond this, I have been working on basically a mega project. It's that way. You will see it in an upcoming episode, but it has taken up a ton of my time. It's well over 300,000 blocks that I have to place. So probably won't be putting out another episode for maybe a week or two, but really appreciate you tuning in here and all the support on the channel so far. And yeah, thanks so much. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.